You'll remember 2026 by a strange, specific feeling, the moment you realize you're no longer waiting for your turn. Because for Pisces, the year of the fire horse doesn't arrive gently. It arrives like a door swinging open in a storm, sudden light, sudden noise, and one clear message: move, choose, claim. This year is not about dreaming bigger. Pisces already dreams bigger than most people dare. 2026 is about something rarer, making your dreams obey reality. And that's where the fire horse becomes your unusual ally. Its energy is fast, fearless, impatient, everything Pisces thinks they aren't. But here's the secret. You're not weak, you're just sensitive. And sensitivity, when you master it, becomes a form of power the world can't compete with. The hidden theme of Pisces in 2026, soft heart, steel spine. In 2026, life will keep offering you two doors. Door A is the familiar one. Wait a little longer, forgive again, postpone your desire, accept the smaller version of the dream. Door B is the new one. Say the truth, charge the real price, walk away from confusing people, and choose yourself without apologizing. At first, door B will feel too bold for Pisces, like you're acting out of character. But by the middle of the year, you'll discover something shocking. That door was your character all along. The fire horse pushes you to stop living in maybe. It wants you living in yes. Love and relationships. The year you stop translating people. Pisces, you have a gift that can be dangerous. You can feel what someone could become, and you fall in love with that potential. You can read between the lines so well that you start writing the other person's story for them. In 2026, that ends. This year doesn't punish you for loving deeply, it simply refuses to let you keep loving alone. If a person is unclear, inconsistent, or emotionally unavailable, you'll feel it faster. And instead of explaining them to yourself, you'll start doing something radical. You'll believe what you see. If you're in a relationship, this is a year of truth and reset. The fire horse energy will bring bold conversations. Some couples will level up through honesty, more passion, more clarity, more future planning. Others will realize they've been holding the relationship together with hope alone. If you're single, 2026 has a very specific surprise. You may meet someone who isn't poetic, isn't mystical, but is stable, serious, and real. And you'll be shocked by how safe it feels. Safe, not boring. Safe, like finally taking off a heavy backpack you didn't know you were carrying. Love advice for Pisces in 2026. Stop looking for signs. Start looking for actions. Your heart deserves proof. Money and career. Turning your gifts into income without guilt. This is the part of 2026 that changes your life. Pisces, your gifts are real intuition, creativity, emotional intelligence, healing presence. But too often you treat them like something you should give away because you feel bad charging. You help, you fix, you over-deliver. Then you wonder why you're tired and underpaid. The fire horse has no patience for that. In 2026, Pisces learns the most powerful lesson of wealth. Receiving is not selfish. Receiving is balance. Receiving is spiritual. Receiving is respect. This year favors Pisces who monetize creativity, art, design, writing, music, content, storytelling, build a healing or supportive practice, coaching, wellness, therapy, beauty, caregiving, create something, digital courses, ebooks, templates, online services, work with a loyal community or audience. Your people will find you. But here's the twist. 2026 does not reward random inspiration. It rewards structure. When Pisces makes a schedule, sets boundaries, raises prices, and tracks finances weekly, money starts moving like it finally has a path. There may be a moment in 2026 when you hear yourself say, I can't do that. I'm not like that. And the fire horse will quietly ask, are you sure? Or have you just never tried? Career advice. Choose one direction and make it real. Pisces can do anything, but 2026 rewards the Pisces who chooses something and commits. Health and energy. Protect the sensitive system. Because you feel so much, your body is your oracle. In 2026, you'll notice that your energy reacts instantly to people, spaces, and routines. The more you ignore your inner signals, the more your body will demand attention. The year of the fire horse can bring fast shifts, travel, new schedules, big changes. That's exciting, but Pisces needs grounding rituals, sleep as a sacred practice, hydration and regular meals. Yes, it matters more than you think. Movement that clears emotions, walking, swimming, yoga, time alone without guilt. Your intuition will get louder in 2026. If you treat your nervous system kindly, your intuition becomes a superpower. If you overload yourself, you'll feel anxious, scattered, or emotionally exhausted. Health advice: your sensitivity is not a weakness, it's a compass. Treat your body like it's giving you directions because it is. The plot twist months for Pisces in 2026. Without giving away the whole story yet, 2026 has a few turning point periods where Pisces gets a sudden awakening about love, money, or identity. One of them will feel like a wake-up call. Another will feel like a reward. Another will feel like a door opening that you didn't even knock on. The fire horse lesson for Pisces: stop living in almost. Pisces, you have a rare talent. You can survive on hope. You can stay in an almost relationship, an almost job, an almost dream, and convince yourself it's still beautiful because you can feel what it could become. In 2026, almost becomes too heavy to carry. The fire horse gives you speed and clarity. It shortens the distance between thought and consequence. That means to things: when you make a brave decision, life responds fast. When you ignore your truth, life gets louder. This year, the universe doesn't whisper to Pisces, it taps you on the shoulder and says, stop pretending you're okay with less. Your turning point timeline: the 3 plot twist seasons of 2026. Think of 2026 like a film with 3 major acts for Pisces, each act unlocking a new level of confidence, money, and self-respect. Act 1. February-April, the wake-up call. This is when Pisces starts seeing clearly. Something you've been tolerating will begin to feel obvious. It can be a relationship dynamic, a job that underpays you, a friendship where you're always the therapist, or a habit that drains your money. This period asks for one brave move, a boundary, a decision, a truth spoken out loud. What to do? Clean your financial space. Cancel subscriptions you don't use. Track spending weekly. Write a simple plan. Income, bills, savings, growth. This isn't boring, it's the foundation for your glow up. What you'll feel: a strange mix of grief and relief, like you're leaving a version of yourself behind. Act 2. May-August, the expansion. This is when Pisces becomes bolder and starts being rewarded for it. This season favors new work opportunities, creative projects going public, collaborations, travel or new environment energy, and one surprise yes that changes your money path. This is where Pisces begins to understand: people will pay you when you stop apologizing for your talent. If you're building something, a channel, a business, a personal brand, a creative career, this is the stretch where momentum builds. But there's a condition: you must choose consistency over mood. The fire horse loves commitment. It supports Pisces who show up regularly, not perfectly. What to do? Create one signature offer, one clear package, one main product or service people can buy quickly. Keep it simple and repeatable. What you'll feel: confidence that surprises even you. Like, wait, I can actually do this. Act 3. September-December, the reward plus the new identity. This is the closing act. The part where you look back and realize you're no longer the person who accepts crumbs. This season often brings a financial reward, a career decision that elevates you, a relationship choice that frees you, or a powerful new beginning. This is where Pisces becomes magnetic, not because you're trying, but because you're aligned. And alignment is the most attractive energy there is. What to do? Lock your wins. Save more than you think you can. Invest in long-term stability. Upgrade your environment. Protect your time. What you'll feel: peace that feels expensive. Love in 2026, the Pisces truth test. This year, love stops being confusing. Not because everyone becomes perfect, but because you stop negotiating with red flags. If you're in a relationship, 2026 wants honesty. It wants you to say what you need instead of hoping your partner senses it. If the relationship is healthy, it becomes deeper, more passionate, more future-focused. If it's not, the fire horse creates distance or conflict just to show you the truth. If you're single, you may attract someone who feels like real life more than fantasy. Someone grounded, emotionally consistent, and protective, not possessive. And here's your test: don't run just because it's stable. Pisces sometimes confuses peace with lack of chemistry until they realize peace is the chemistry. Love advice: in 2026, your soulmate energy comes when you stop trying to be understood by people who refuse to listen. Money in 2026, your biggest wealth shift. Pisces, your wealth rises the moment you stop treating money like an emotional topic and start treating it like a system. The Pisces money rule: this can change your whole year. One day a week, you become your own CFO. No drama, no fear, just clarity. Check income, list expenses, move money into savings, plan next week. This single habit turns Pisces from intuitive but scattered into intuitive and unstoppable. Where your biggest money luck comes from: creativity plus consistency content, art, storytelling, design, beauty, healing or service work with boundaries, coaching, wellness, therapy, caregiving, community-based income, audience, clients, loyal supporters, digital products, templates, courses, ebooks, bundles, and collaborations that respect your value. Warning for Pisces in 2026. Don't mix money with guilt. Don't discount yourself because you're kind. Kindness is not a coupon. The one thing the fire horse wants Pisces to stop doing immediately. Ready? Stop saving people who don't save themselves. Stop pouring time into situations that stay empty. Stop calling it love when it's just longing. Stop calling it work when it's just underpaid effort. You're not here to be drained. You're here to be radiant. Final message for Pisces. By the end of 2026, there will be a moment, quiet, ordinary, almost invisible, when you realize something has changed. You'll say no without shaking. You'll charge your price without explaining. You'll walk away from confusion without romanticizing it. You'll choose your future without asking permission. And that's the real fortune of the fire horse year for Pisces. Not just more money, not just more love, more self. Because once Pisces stops living in almost, life stops giving you almost too.